멘탈 나가지 않는데 제가 말하는 멘탈은 이제 연습 도중에 많이 나가거든요 저희가. 그래서 하고 이제 대회 때 좀 좋은 멘탈로 갔으면 했는데 갔으면 하고.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've topped up the oxygen tanks as this Chinese rivalry match has gone into Game 4 with Starhorn Royal Club taking the lead 2-1 after that absolutely epic last win.
Yeah, and these games causing a bit of wind in here, so we'll have to keep the notes locked down for this one. But Game 4, if it's anything like the first 3 games, is going to definitely test us. But Kobe, let's get down to pick some bans here. I mean, Fiddlesticks coming through. They've targeted Insect with 2 bans there. He brings out the Fiddlesticks, which you could definitely argue contributed majorly to that win there.
So they can funnel Royal Club here into a playstyle. When pushing Insect onto these champions that are all-in champions, they then have to play around that playstyle, though, and they have to control the vision, and they have to be able to counter him like they did in Game 1 and make his aggressive plays work against them. It's worth saying one more time, and then I'll never say it again. Uzi and Insect's mentality is Royal Club's greatest strength and their greatest weakness. It can be used against them.
Yeah, we said that at the very start. We saw how aggressive it was working out for them, whereas you look at Game 1, they were doing the exact same thing, and they were dying doing it. So
or you can win games like that when you're down so much gold.
You can. So let's keep it calm as Game 4 gets underway in pick and bans, and immediately the Rengar taken away from Insect. I don't think we're going to see that all series long. Alistair also being locked away by the blue side, by the red side though, this time around. Janaban was a pretty big deal, honestly, in that last game.
Jan is huge. Basically, the support players in general in this matchup have been huge. So, again, if Jan is banned out, then our attention turns toward that Thresh and towards that Nami.
Well, let's
see what they decide to go with. We haven't even seen the Nami really come out. In their histories, both of these guys, though, have had good Namis, so...
Well, we're looking at the Soul Stealer, of course, that Zero picked up in the last game and thinking, but little did we know that was the trigger mark for them to go absolutely nuts. Just go for the kills.
Well, I'm not sure they were
Soul Stealer guys on each stack.
Yeah! That was the items pack that they needed to win. Twitch ban, though, coming out here, finally, for OMG. Don't want Uzi to be getting his hands on
first pick Lucian's got to be what they're thinking right now. That would give away Lee Sin, though. So
Brazilian may not get banned here, and that could switch things.
You know what? I almost feel like these guys are at the point where they will pass up the first pick Zillion. So Lee Sin is still up. So is that Lucian, though. Interesting choice to go with that Lee Sin instead, because Insect, I mean,
Sano just played Corki.
Yeah, exactly. While he has he is Insect, and the Lee Sin and Insect are intertwined forever. He did have a couple of hard games on that in the last quarterfinals, and it looked like he was losing confidence with it. Loveling, though, very confident with that champion, his favorite champion as well, so taking it just for him. And they will not pass up that first round Zillion.
Or I don't think a first round Lucian. That does get locked in, will fall to Uzi after Twitch was banned out by OMG. Now what will OMG go to? Lee Sin as their first pick for Loveling in that jungle.
I'm not sure on that one, you know.
Yeah.
The fact that they let Kha'Zix through as well for Starhorn Royal Club, that's a tricky first pick. They really do value that Lee Sin, and honestly, I'm not sure it should be valued that highly. I think San getting him comfortable maybe a bit more of a deal, but Loveling is a big shot caller for the team, so you got to give him credit. We'll see how it works out for him. Maokai was passed up, remember, by OMG last time around, which Starhorn picked up. This time around, Goin's going to get his hands on him. Talking to Goin, he's not been as big a deal in this series so far as we were expecting.
Yeah, they have sort of kept him in control. Still big plays, but not quite as big a carry as we saw in the quarterfinals. That is for sure. This comp here rounding out for Royal Club, we do finally see that Nami, and it's in conjunction with the Zillion. So that's a mid-lane Zillion then, locked in for sure for Korn.
Well, Rumble's still available, don't forget, for that top lane, as well as the Aurelia. So there's a lot of options for Cola, but what is the mid lane going to be for Cool here? This is the big one. Are we going to see the Zed again? Wasn't that great last time?
So the thing is, locking in this Nami here really gives away your mid pick, and you don't have to give away your mid pick because their top laner is already picked. So you can pick your top laner, you can counter pick both of these here. But they gave away their counter pick advantage, and they showed their mid Zillion. So frees up Cool to just go with his Twisted Fate and try and push him in with wild cards.
Mundo again.
So
Yeah.
this time around, you don't have the Lulu for the Mundo, but you do have the revive for him. And if it works like the Guardian Angel, then you can regenerate with your ultimate while your revive is waiting to bring you back up as well. So it works extremely well once again to have a really strong front line. Cola as your point man. This is where Royal Club started making a lot of really good moves in their games.
Yeah, and the similarity as well to Lulu, you get the speed up from Zillion, can keep chasing down, can get in their faces. Definitely an interesting lineup coming in. We're going to see Cool once again on that Twisted Fate. Was pretty devastating to a point in that last game, but you know, that's the thing, they did so well in the mid to, you know, early late game, if you like, with that whole Twisted Fate off to the sides, but in the end, they ended up grouping up and getting piled on anyway.
But they have made good adjustments, I feel. Of course, now they have the Maokai in there. It's a lot more of a defensive 4-1 split, so they can cluster up, and maybe if they do get caught out with that Maokai ulti in there and everybody piling in, if you're jumping in, you're going in against the Maokai and Lee Sin. Somebody somewhere is getting manhandled.
Yeah, I always like Maokai into a Kha'Zix just because he can lock down melee carries so easily and protect their own carry.
Well, of course, those the players do head into the Rift for Game 4. Let us know who you think will take this game. Tweet us at LOL Esports and use the hashtag OMG win or SHR win. We'll tally those votes surely. You've been swinging back and forward on this one. It was all OMG in Game 1. Star Royal Club have been winning the votes in the last two, and you guys so far have been pretty much on point with those votes. So don't forget to get your tweets tallied up, and we'll check them out as we get into Game 4. Where will this one go? How will it top the last one? That's for sure. And more importantly, will we have another bonkers level 1?
Well, everybody's grouped as 5 level 1, and they'll probably both defensively stop in their own bushes. After what happened last time, expect both of these guys to try and get into the same position. All right, opposite sides of the map means we'll have mirrored invades here. Maybe a lane swap from OMG. Looks like they will probably at least get vision down. And Royal Club going to do the same.
Bit of extra lockup at level 1 here with the Thresh Hook, with the Nami bubble as possibilities as well. See how this one all works out. For now, OMG getting wards down in the Wraith Rush on the top of the red buff. Looks like Royal Club going to do something very similar here. Question is, do either of the teams stick around? Well, walk into each other at some point?
Well, I'm pretty sure that OMG will want to do a lane swap. And
so Star and Royal Club see them. They know that OMG are coming, and they are waiting. A perfect
Here we go
position.
again.
Oh, they're going in. Sapling will find them.
So they checked the bush this time with
But
ability.
they're going to try and catch them out. Are they thinking of it? Are they going to go lock up? That's a risky play.
Only half of them committed. Now, they also have this deep lane ward here to try and see what lanes Royal Club are going to go with. And yeah, they are going to go for that lane type. So they're looking for that lane swap against Lucian and Nami. Ridiculous combo in lane. Nami's one of the best supports for lane phase, and Lucian likewise. But they're doing something cheeky here, starting off at their own red while pulling a lane swap. With the blue start here for Insect, this could very well be setting up a 3 buff by OMG. Lovelink trying to set up a 3 buff here. They've already got Cloud scouting it out, and it looks like they'll be able to pull it off easily. Insect and Royal Club here just going to, you know, take what's handed to them, and pick up the scraps.
Yeah, Lovelin and Go going rushing straight towards that second red buff. We'll take that one away. Does leave San on his own, but he's feeling pretty safe. He's just going to play it cautiously. Pick up from long range that CS. He's trying to get drawn into this one. It doesn't mean, of course, open things up for a potential pile into the top lane. Yeah, oops, indeed, a little bit of a reset there. Not really what they were wanted. as Going will back to base and then teleport down bottom.
Now, since OMG have this ward at Dragon, they can see if Kha'Zix goes into their jungle. Since they haven't seen that, they could have set up Cloud and Loveling in that Wraith bush, and they could have just gotten First Blood onto Insect, but instead they're going top for a gank.
And they may get First Blood here. There is a Flates on towards Zero. He will take an early flash. Double bubble as well. Will stop the threat coming in and actually trading good damage back.
Man, I mean, with all the information that OMG had set up, I really feel like that could have been a First Blood on Insect in his own jungle. They made the move over here, though. They did get that flash, as you said, and, you know, trying to help out this Cloud Sand lane, which tried to lane swap away, but again, Uzi chased them down, and they found the 2v2 that they wanted. Let's see if we have some more lane swapping shenanigans and they try and run away again.
They're going to find Insects coming around to Loveling on the blue, will ward it. Loveling's already managed to clear it out, but it does mean that there's a potential 3-man push towards this top lane. Cloud is the only one there because San just went back to base, but instead they don't choose to go for it. Loveling will find Insect, does fancy a straight up duel just yet.
Interesting one that as well. Lovely actually going to show himself here with that ward in the side brush there in that mid lane. And actually Going just going very low there. Not sure exactly what happened. Must have been the briefcase for a bit of harassment. There is Lovely finally spotted out in the mid lane as well and forced to back away.
Shoving Zillion early is pretty easy. Cola's far up.
Ooh, cool. Loveling coming down. As you mentioned, Cola is quite far away. A little bit of information from his mid laner, Korn, saying, hey buddy. Yes.
Whoa,
Ooh.
Zero, what?
Fate missing.
What
Can he
a
land
move.
the Aqua Prison? Will it be a good bubble? Got Cloud. That's going to be good damage from Uzi. We'll burst him a little bit more. Insect now comes to visit as well. But again, Nosy spotted. There is a ward placed in the dry bush.
Man, Lucian plus Nami, especially with side lane bush control, whew, that is really painful to try and play into. We'll see if this gets any worse for the duo lane of OMG, what they decide to do about it. Because they've also got Zillion on Uzi's side, so he's going to be leveling up very quickly, especially with all these waves being missed by San.
Though. Look at Loveling, counter jungling straight away in towards the Wolves. Knew that Insect was up there because he passed by that tri-bush, so immediately went in and took that away from him, which is a gain. But obviously on Cola on the back foot down the bottom lane here.
Yep, that was a great move by Loveling. I have to say, pretty much the only time I've ever been disappointed in him. Pretty much my favorite Chinese jungler. Could have got that first blood. He had all the information. You could infer the exact location of Insect after that level 1, but didn't do it. Okay, I'm done with that. Now we'll go back to the mid lane here because he just hit level 6 and in comes a roam from Cloud.
Where are they gonna go? Cloud starts to move down. Mondo not hit level 6 yet. Possible target for a Destiny and Pylon in that bottom lane, especially now that Horn has gone back. Lost sight though of Zero and Insect, so playing it pretty steady for now, and you can understand why for OMG, of course, need to win this game to stay in, force us to a game 5 and have the chance to meet Samsung White in the Sangam Stadium next Sunday for a chance at the World Championship. We do get this 2v2 coming back into position though down in the bottom lane. The question is for how long, because they're now recalling as well.
Yeah,
We got that chase game going on.
Uzi has a giant advantage building again. Seems that just anyone that gets their hands on Lucian is very much in control in his lane phase. San definitely out of his comfort zone when not on that champion as well, so he's going to have a slower laning phase and no power spike as they look towards this first dragon in a few moments.
And we saw it in the last time where OMG kept trying to lane swap away from Uzi. Eventually, you're going to have to face him. Eventually, he's going to catch up with you, and he's going to have a huge item advantage. They've placed him now in the bottom side of the map, so that huge item advantage will be at that dragon. Interesting move down from Going, though. Heading into the jungle, and he sets up some deep wards, and this is a Zillion who does have his ultimate, so he'll have to be killed twice.
It's a 4-man collapse on the mid turret. There's the teleport, so they've forced the teleport out, and they are clean, but there was cancel. But that's going to kill the timer a little bit here. Maybe going to force the dragon out, knowing that Cola has to make his way down.
Yeah, they canceled his teleport there, so OMG just got a huge advantage. Let's see what they can do with it here, though. Uzi's lead in the bottom lane has not ballooned quite
Claps
yet.
on him.
Oh, he could be in trouble here. There is a Destiny coming in as well. Sun card comes down. Hook lands as well. He's surely falling here. Uzi, he's got the ultimate from Zillion. They're trying to let that time out. There is the timeout.
He gets the kill for it.
He gets one. He goes down. First blood for Uzi. Does fall after. OMG still going. That's cool. The wild cards dodged away from Bicon. Flash. Q. Dead.
Well, should be the Dragon then. They've got complete control, but that was a little bit of a blooper there. Sometimes you want to leave the guy with the Zillion ultimate up because you want to get the kill after, but it was just put on him and they let him get first blood before they take him down. Everybody just kind of moves away from him, tries to chase deep into the forest. It could have gone better, but it was still good for OMG here. They get some extra kills and they're gonna pick up that early Dragon. Teleport not going to be there from Cola because he canceled it for that feint at the mid lane.
Thing is, Cloud could have flashed away. He had flash available to him. Knew he was going down, but
All right.
I guess they thought he was going to get him first.
You've got him surrounded. His team has abandoned him. One hit, kill him when he gets back up. But they get greedy. They want to get more kills and chase the rest of the team. They do end up getting another kill, but cost up first blood. Here comes Insect.
Is he being baited into this one? He has to walk away. Cola can't really follow. Simple defensive duties working well, but as you mentioned, giving Uzi the fact that he was already double the CS of San, giving him first blood, giving him that extra goal, it's a problem. And again, there's prisons. Aqua prisons have been pretty much on point from zero so far.
Yeah. So once again, Uzi is going to be the big point of power for Royal Club to make their plays off within this bottom lane. And what has to happen is for Uzi not to walk into dangerous territory, as we just saw, especially against a TF team. Walking up that river, he cannot do that without vision of the rest of OMG. Getting caught in that double roam with Twisted Fate on top of you, whew, there's nothing you can do. Gotta play a little bit safer.
There's the spikes involved for Insect as he hits level 6. His bottom lane still thoroughly in the hands of Uzi. First blood going his way, dying after, but he comes into lane with the pickaxe, which makes it pretty difficult for San to stand and bang here. Cloud just trying a cheeky little hook, which actually ends up costing San a little bit of help because Uzi, being the aggressive player that he is, dashing in there, getting the free damage basically. But look at this, cool, starting to move down. He's actually going for Insect here, who's trying to clear out that pink ward.
Loveling coming around as well. Does manage to get the ward down though, so job done. Takes a couple of hits, but he'll regenerate them with his Void Spikes in the jungle, so no problem there unless Loveling decides to chase him. They are setting up for potential gank on Korn, but I think it's just simply looking for somewhere to maybe cause problems, but there's nothing open for him. We'll have to return back to jungle and keep the farm going.
And again, it's pretty much the same story here between these two teams. OMG take early map control. They're always the ones with the vision advantage. All wards pretty much all being placed on the enemy side. And with Twisted Fate, they invade the jungle.
Well, he's got his ultimate. Guess what? They're not going to make the same mistake. Get ready for the kick in your face. Ah, he gets stunned up. Don't even need the kick. Just stop him from running away. It's cool that gets that one. And that will leave him at 1-0 assist over for Loveling. But how does this now turn out with the fact that they can push up top? Nope, not going to bother. Mundo far up the lane, but he's already pretty decently leveled. Ultimate available. We'll just leave him be in that top side.
I think we know which way this one's going to go. So look after your superstar Uzi and get him rolling because he's about to hit the 100 CS mark way ahead of everyone else. Certainly way ahead of San. Cool close though. This split push is potentially going to get rolling early because that mid turret will go down. There's the minions, and that's the first one of the game.
And this is so key when running a Twisted Fate team. If you can get that early tower down in the mid lane, it makes it so easy to control the vision around the center of the map, which open up all your side lanes to playing very aggressively because Cool now has the opportunity with this Twisted Fate to control this mid game all by himself. If they can get the vision control around mid, both side lanes from Royal Club can be punished for pushing up, which Uzi always does.
And that's just it. And you cast your mind back to the last game with Cool. While he was split pushing well, he was 0-2-0 coming out of lane because they managed to catch him a couple of times. This time he's coming out of lane at 1-0-2, open to go absolutely anywhere and potentially start catching Uzi out with those aggressive plays he's going to try.
We've been waiting for pretty much all of Worlds for the breakout performance from Cool. We know that he has that skill in him, but he has been lacking on the world stage here. At first it was nerves, then it was not being familiar with international players. Now he's got some kills and he's going for another move.
Well, they do spot Cool thanks to that ward. Is Cola gonna get away? Certainly trying to run. There is Loveling coming through, and he says, okay, you can flash, I'm not gonna come for you anyway. And they're gonna just try and take this turret. However, they'll have to wait a little bit because they've already lost the minions.
They may lose the mid lane turret if they're not careful. We do see Insec also reacting well, knows that this bottom lane is very much open and juicy for the pickings as Korn follows on down. This is a 4-man pylon.
Teleports both up.
Cloud and Sand, they're not reading it. They're getting caught out. That's going to be Cloud going down. Teleport comes in. No, Cloud's not dead yet.
No.
Sand's not done. Cool's going to join. They're going in.
What are they going to do? Cool tries to turn it around onto Uzi. That's an early ultimate coming out of Zillion. The dive from going onto Insect will get them the first one. Going will pick that one up. Oh, the side. Picks up Uzi. Oh, he dashes away though. Uzi's still alive from this one, and they're trying now to run away. Good damage back from Uzi. Will they try and fight it? I don't think they will. I think that's the end of it.
I think he's going to stay alive, Joe. I think he's got out of this one. Loveling's going to come around. They're not going to ease up on them just yet as they try and catch out. Uzi is in the bush. Sapling will find him. He also dashes away from the final rocket of Sand. They're not done yet. They need to back off.
Well, Dragon's up in 25 seconds here. Royal Club just burned both of the teleports for OMG. They've got back to base. Everybody but the 80 carries have healed for this Dragon fight. Who's going to get the vision on it?
Well, it looks to me like it's Royal Club because OMG have backed away. Let's look at that one again. How Cloud didn't go down faster, I have no idea.
Yeah, so he would miss the hook, but man, he was able to get the box up to slow down Insect and then flash out of the way. With the double teleports available to OMG, they can turn around tower dive really easily, and that early ultimate on Uzi from Korn cost them the kill. I mean, he was still half-life, not really under the threat. OMG are able to collapse on the Dragon, and here they go. Uzi's going back to base, and OMG still cancel the Dragon.
Yeah, it's a risky one. It's a risky one. I think they will get it. Sand's not with them, but the rest of Star and Royal Club not reacted. Also notice Cool, of course, used the Ghost to get down the river as quick as possible to get in Destiny range to join them in that fight. So making good use of his summoners. So OMG have themselves a lead once again in the game with the Twisted Fate split push. Let's see if they can hold onto it, because let's not get ahead of ourselves. They were 10,000 plus ahead of Star and Royal Club well deep into the last matchup, and it definitely backfired on them. They've got to keep them guessing. They had really good rotations, really good work, kept Star and Royal Club chasing them across the map, and they are going to look to pile on Cola. Cola in trouble here. May well be just walking into a trap. Destiny's not quite available. Whoop! Not going to quite catch it.
No, and it was the most lackluster trap as well on the top side. Cola just walked around and, well, they started recalling. Blue buff, though, did start to appear, so that means that Loveling backing away to start that off. That will, of course, be fed over onto Twisted Fate. He's got himself those boots done, and also the feeds. And he's going home for a bit more shopping there. Rod of Ages is also complete for going on the top side. Cola opting once again for that Spirit Visage. Fits into him perfectly with the synergy with Mundo and the fact that they're up against double AP.
Yeah, double AP and Corky as the AD carry. That is a very, very worthwhile purchase there for Cola. Going to be a really big point for him to make. The other thing for Royal Club, though, that they need if they're going to come back again in this game is that Korn probably has to step up a little bit here. He's had fairly rough go so far, and that Zillion ultimate is crucial. It's all about the timing and precision with that ultimate. Can make or break team fights.
Bottom turret, it's got Loveling coming down here. Cool thoughts about following, but instead just back away. They want to collapse on Korn instead.
Korn. Pressure on him as usual.
Well, he flashes to get the other side to go going, but he will just get knocked back. Ultimate is running, but can they finish him off before he gets away? I think the answer to that is going to be a yes.
They're coming in.
Well, they do manage to get it, but here comes Insect. Zero off to the side as well. Cool is pretty low, avoids the bubble. I'm not sure they've got the damage or the health. Now they may do as Kohler comes around. Sandy's gonna be there. Kohler going low. They managed to finish up. Going. There's a big culling out. Uzi as well. Everyone's super low here.
Lovelin's looking to pounce around the side there. Uzi didn't quite find his mark. It was very much on the edge of the whole fight there. Lovelin looking to try and land one of those sonic waves to get involved. But it will be a simple 1-for-1.
And the key to that is the speed at which Royal Club collapse when any fight breaks out. This is something that's always true for this team. They immediately respond to danger. And Corn, in a sense, he stepped up there. He bought enough time, dying and reviving and getting back up for the team to collapse. And were able to answer the kill.
Didn't react quick enough. He's like, I need a card, I need a card. I can't find the yellow one. Not going to get it, just going to run away instead.
Scared me there, team.
But
I also wondered what was going on.
Yeah.
Well, Korn just wandering blindly in. Zero is going to clear that pink ward. Lovely is waiting off the side. This may be a mid-turret. Sam's the only defender.
Well, what was going on is they were getting their deep vision in. Once again, OMG. They keep up and refresh the deep vision inside Royal Club's base. This is how they control the early game and the mid game. Pretty much all series long here. They've got all this deep vision and they can make Royal Club react to them. The only problem is that Royal Club are so good at reacting.
Well, OMG, you can see Cool, look at it, he's drawn them all to the bottom, and Sand's just like, right, I push the mid, just keep you guessing, and this is how Game 3 turned out. This is exactly what we're expecting from this game. Cool's going to keep them guessing, keep them on their toes. Once he gets that Sonya's hourglass, he may be able to start getting involved in the fight, but they are starting to get a good vision control over the jungle as well to buy Cool a lot of time.
Yeah, and this time around, they've got the Maokai, which is so much stronger for team fighting than that Nidalee. So they haven't really committed as hard to the 1-3-1 style. They can just have Cool be the split pusher and gain all the early advantages, get him all this gold, and then rely on Maokai for that team fighting with Corky as he hits his mid Trinity Force power spike and try and end the game a bit cleaner than last time.
Oh, Insect.
Your jungle is not
Maybe
yours!
trouble. There's the hot landing on Insect. Oh God! Is he going to get in range? Insect flashes! Cool flashes! There's the stun! He comes Sad! He's going down! Kohler will be able to get away. It's Cool that gets the kill though.
Cloud with the max range skill shots into the perfectly timed play, dropping the pink ward.
All the way!
45 engaged though.
He's going to catch on, but Zero's hooked in and goes down! The Zillion ultimate did pull off the chrono shift. Is it going to be enough for Zero to get away from this one? He flashes, he's clean gone! That's going to work out, but Cool chases! Stun guard goes in, not quite the damage to finish him off, but the twisted advance from Go comes in. Sand catches on them, and the rest of Star, they have to get away with this! Oh, they're going to go in! He's got him! No! He turns it around! Quickly dashes away! And Loveland drawn into the base. Can they take the turret from this one? I'm not sure. They've got the mini wave coming in, but everyone's Star Roll comes back up. It's just such quick spawn timers that they can get back in there. I can't even breathe anymore.
All right, regardless of the heel-baited Lee syndrome there, they still came out with the advantage. They definitely did give up some extra damage on the turret, but once again, max range skill shots here from Cloud into the perfectly timed play, and he drops the pink ward. They double dropped the pink ward, so it was a little bit much. They were both on the same page there, and the second flash hit from Cool enables them to get the kill. But this is the really, really perplexing part. The Formers 5 engage with Nami up on the front line. That is not exactly how this team is supposed to go. Anyway, they do get punished for it. TF Ultimate, as you know, able to pick up one.
Well, I want to see that Lee Sin. I think that's where we're headed with this replay. And we see the Q. Watch Loveland there off to the side.
Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
They had to get back because the dragon was just taken by Star Roll Club. You saw it in the mini corner there. But OMG pushing out. They thought they were going to get
that was pretty troll, as Turtle would say. Oh, what a bait. All right, so they got the dragon, as you said, during our extremely long replay that got cut off at the end.
So, let's quieten down for a minute. We've hit 22 minutes of the game, and it is a 33.7 thousand goal to 29.8. 4,000 the lead here for OMG. Up 7-3 in kills, 3-1 in towers as well. And we're seeing more items being dropped. Sonya's, for example, for Cool. On the other side, you're look at Korn, a little bit behind. That tier stacking up still. Must have a little bit of gold to be working with, although he is 30 CS behind and has 3 less kills, which are actually sat in his death column at this point. That was 3. And not looking super good at this point for Korn, but that Zillion at the end of the day can just turn these fights around if the revive's on the right person at the right time.
Yep. If OMG get a little bit too deep here, then it could turn around on them again. Whoop. But they're looking so much better this time than they were last time they had this lead. Corki has gone full-on mid-game here with extra damage on top of his Trinity Force, going with the BF Sword instead of going second item Last Whisper. They also have... whoop, they're shoving mid right now.
1-3-1 push.
They also have the Maokai for the team fights instead of that Nidalee. And Cool's got pressure bottom side, so as soon as Maokai does join the team, it'll be a little bit more secure. Blue buff there over for Cool, and he will be able to keep up his pressure.
Yeah, the 1v1 push working out there, and Uzi's actually in the top lane. He was the one that was stopping Go-Go, and as Cool continues to drive it forward, but Korn has great wave clears, throws them bombs down, clears out the way. Sand's the problem though. If they're gonna have to use Uzi in the top to stop Go-Go in, what do they do to stop Sand hitting his turret? Well, they throw briefcases at him. That's the simple case, that's how you react. And Cola keeps on chunking them out, but he's not as tanky as he likes just yet, with Sand lacking.
Uzi might be going back for a static Shiv now to help with that wave clear. There we go. That will be a really
Going
good...
for Korn.
They really, really
Korn.
need that wave clear from Uzi that he just locked in. Korn, again, dangerous to tower dive in because he does have the respawn, but if you bring your whole team over, might want to pull the trigger.
Nope. They want to go back to mid.
Keeping them guessing. This is what worked so well for them. They haven't got a fiddlesticks to surprise them this time from the side. They're going to see them coming, and they just keep on chipping away at those turrets, getting them down. The hook goes in. Insect, there's the wave. That's drawn the big ultimate out. Cloud's going to take a lot of damage, but he should get away from this one.
Cola ultimate.
Oh, hooked in as well. This is surely a finisher. Does go down, and they didn't have Zillion to keep him alive. But surely means Sand going deep. Actually, they get another kill there. Meanwhile, bottom turret did go down. Zero going to be locked up, finished off there by Sand. That leaves just 2 men to defend. One of them is Uzi there. Oh, he couldn't go further there. Going solo. Sand at less than half. Cool and Cloud. They've got no health between them. But they're going to walk.
So Cool had his flash, and Cool holding onto that gold card made Uzi second guess himself. Didn't want to go in and get flash carded by Cool. But man, that was so close to getting some answer kills. OMG though, what a great push. They're not letting up on the pressure this time around. And again, magnificent play from Cloud. Look at Cloud here. Even though he gets chunked out, he starts it off with one hook on an insect. They get the tidal wave out, and even though he gets hit by that tidal wave, taking the damage here, baits in Cola. He hits another hook with the Ignite. He pops Ignite as soon as Cola hits his ultimate, gets the hook onto it to make sure that they can actually kill the tank, and then they decide to push it between the turrets.
And while that was all happening, of course, we saw Cool take the tower before they got in there. But this is what... we're not going to say it.
Well, Loveling right there, I want to shout out. Loveling hit the Q, and he took it in after the Zillion used his ult elsewhere. And he went to get the kill this time, so he went in on that Q, and it definitely paid off, getting another kill for them. Switching targets against Zillion is the strategy to go with. Taking down pretty much everybody here for OMG.
Not much reaction from Star and Rogue Club, although they're not going to commit to it. Instead, they're going to commit to the top lane. That's where they want to go. Really haven't got the mini wave just yet. There's another wave coming in. They're pushing both lanes, and they're keeping them guessing, and that's going to be surely another tower. OMG well in control of this one. Star and Rogue Club, they need another Hail Mary to just pull them back out of this one. There's the top tower. Cool working that one down as Cola shoves a wave in, but a minion wave versus a champion is not enough to react. With the Dragon up in 30 seconds, they're going to try and position this. Not a lot of wards on the map by both teams. You can see OMG, they were prepared for that top lane, but they've got to be careful of this inhib.
That's what, exactly, that's what OMG are looking at. They're like, yes, top lane is all our focus, so we're keeping Cool up there to pressure with constant TF split pushing. So they've got him well warded, and they keep this up. I mean, OMG, the team, split pushing here out of the LPL, they've been constantly doing this since we got to the quarterfinals. And they're pulling it off pretty well. They need some extra pressure on the bomb side, though. Dragon coming up might not be enough.
Oh, Cool's thinking about it. Instead, Uzi, look at that. You see the damage he's got on him. The culling goes down. San has to come in and try and keep him away there. Does just about get out. The Aqua Prison came in, but that's the Valkyrie away.
Ooh, great cover fire there from San to scare them off.
And that's how it's working so well for them. Lovely here. Maybe chase down. Briefcase will land, but there's a Thresh Express. And he's got no problems with living through it. However, Royal Club, no, won't have a go at that tower. In fact, they lost their way, but will end up pushed back there. Is Lovely trying to get him. What's he going to do? Actually, nothing. He goes back over to going. And then pushing him right back.
Trying to bait out that Nami ult. He does get hit by
Insect
Google.
got out. There's the burst. The Chrono Shift goes down on him. He's going to pop up and leap away from this one, but where's he going to go? He's going to get locked up instead. Stunned down by Cool once again as he picks up another kill. Aqua Prison on San keeps him where he stands, but that tower is not too many hit points on it. They can't rely on it to defend them. Oh, but can they get on towards Cool? Uzi just about gets away. King from Dublin. Pounces in there. Starhorn rogues them. They're dropping.
Corn going very, very low from this. He's got no ulti just yet. He needs a couple more rewinds, and he's going to be chased all the way down the bottom lane. They've taken that inner middle turret. They could focus the inhib, or they could keep chasing Dillium, which is actually
Why not
what they're going
just
to do.
chase? Yeah.
Go for
With
the
4 men.
kills. That's the way.
Go, minions, go. Oh, the siege minion not quite enough. They could go for Dragon.
They're going to spend a teleport for this kill. They ignore inhibitor turrets and spend a teleport for this kill. That's how much they want to kill Korn.
Well, his Oriana was good in the last game. They're just, you know, it's about sending a message, I believe, is the phrase we use for that.
They threw a hell of a lot at him there.
Yeah,
TP from going. However, he does put San at 5-0-5 now. Infinity Edge, Trinity Force, probably a boatload of gold to spend once again. Let's have another look though. Cooley are taking a ton of damage at the start, but the turnaround, it's a lot of damage.
That just, the TF burst plus the Corki burst at the same time, and then Lovely going in for that kick. Beautiful play.
The thing is, you saw just at the end that the amount of minions there, they could have taken that middle inhibitor. Instead, spent everything on chasing. Ladies and gentlemen, this Chinese meta.
Well, it's a best of 5, D-Man, and best of 5s want to get that mental edge over your enemy for the next game that's going to come up. OMG don't just want to win this game. They want to crush Korn into the ground, and they want to destroy his mental state. We'll see if it works, though. They have been paying a lot of attention to him, ganking him over and over.
0-5-2 on Zillion. It's not working out just yet, not keeping him at bay, and OMG very much in control once again in this game. 10,000 gold lead. We've been here before at the half-hour mark. This time around, though, have Starhorn Road Club got an answer to the split push that's working so well for OMG. San's got the coverage of Going, who's basically been a roaming tank, a roaming bouncer. And look at that. Vision was completely stripped away around this Baron. That is very much going to OMG.
Very, very much. They have such ridiculously deep vision here. World Club, gotta wait for that turret dive.
I just automatically have to say auto when I see him going towards Baron for obvious reasons in this one. There we go, Cool coming in. Good culling, but Kohler down to half. Can they finish him off though? Dive right in from Going. Ultimate running. Kohler's gonna drop, but he's gonna get the Zillion ultimate to bring him right back in. But Lovely going a little bit deep. There's the way back. Kohler still alive there after coming back up with a Zillion ulti. Will finally go down.
And now they have to scramble. Insect's on the outside, gonna run up the mid lane. He's hoping that they'll chase him, just like they chased Korn, so he can buy some time. But not this time. OMG looking to end it.
They're trying to end it, but the thing is, Insect, I think, just clearing the wave out, so they can't push with the wave. They got nothing to prevent them.
Minion.
They have the shield. The one minion is going to be going enough to tank it down, and that will be inhib number 1 going down for OMG. I think they're going to back away from this one, but San's on a different page entirely. The Aqua Prison's there, but Uzi didn't follow. He had the Chrono Shift on me. He could have got 2 kills.
Oh. I think you said it best, D-Man.
Oh, Insect's not done.
They might say
Jumping, gets the shutdown. He can probably kill Cloud here, especially now that Cloud's coming in. Bombs galore, and Cloud surely will drop as well. They try and turn it around on Insect. They don't get it.
My God.
They get another time. Cool's coming. Going's coming as well. They kill finally Uzi off.
Oh, the chase is on again. Oh my god, what a game, what a game. This series has been pretty epic so far, no doubt about it, but OMG, despite the fact they did just lose 3 people, it was a 3 for 2, they got the inhib, they got the Baron, they have control, it's 17-6 to them, and they have a 15,000 gold advantage.
Exactly. The point is, even after all those shenanigans mid, there's nothing on the map that Royal Club can answer with. OMG have literally taken everything off the map worth getting. They've cleaned it, and they still are keeping up with their split push pressure. Cool has been such a good split push threat for this team, constantly keeping up the pressure.
Insane game. 33 minutes in, 15k, boatload of kills, and maybe even more if you look at the tower ratio to that. Now OMG with even more items, Bloodthirster for San, that Lich Bane for the obvious backdoor victory here for Cool as well, coming down. Oh, and there we go. Destiny used, they're going to get involved. Oh, the hook goes wide though onto Cooler.
They cleaned the map. Everything worth taking on the map, OMG are taking it. Their teleport will be down though, so the split push not going to be there. But again, Corki this time around, all about that flat damage. He can dump out the damage right now. Trinity Force procs with all of the flat from his Infinity Edge and Bloodthirster. He will destroy turrets. A single shot is going to take out a massive chunk.
He's going to work his way down that minions. Midwave being pushed in, blue buff taken away. Super minions driving in there, keeping them guessing. Gogoin's going to head down to the bottom lane, keep that wave pushing, keeping the pressure on every single position. Starhorn Royal Club, no other objectives available to them. And now it's about whether Cloud can land one of those killer hooks on Uzi, who has been putting himself out there a little bit. Zero taking some big damage there. Corki, here they go. Minion wave comes in, all of them there, but they're not going to follow through.
And we can just see that again. Go in for a 1 Corki auto attack, get a lantern out. All right, wave is cleared.
And they don't care that much. Stuck around quite a while there to actually do the damage.
And look, the turret's almost dead just from that.
And they've got a Baron buff on them, so the regen coming through. There's the death sentence on Cola. A lot of damage on him, actually. Gonna maybe force out that Sadism. San comes in, gets himself shielded up. He's gonna be fine with that bomb.
If they're gonna go, they have to go on the next wave, Royal Club here. Their turret's gonna go down in the next push.
Well, Cool is actually pushing through the middle still here, so this turret is going to fall, and Royal Club are leaving it. They're going to let go. There is Lovely going in. Gets knocked away. There is the wave coming through the back as well. Oh, but the wild cards rip them down. Cola falls. Uzi's going down. He actually had the Zillion ultimate on him, though, so he comes back up but for about half a second. Insect, the last man alive. It's looking good for OMG to send us into game 5.
Cool takes down Korn on the fountain as well. Just waiting for those super minions to come in. There's the inhib going down. Twisted advance on Insect, the last man standing. He gets dropped. There's the Nexus turrets going down. Game 5 is on, ladies and gentlemen, as OMG strike back once again. This series is absolutely delivering like we hoped.
And would you expect anything less from a Royal Club semifinal? Insect now even on the team, so they get to go to the best of 5. 2 games won. Will he be able to clean up the third, though? They already broke the curse. Will it come back to haunt them?
You have to feel now going into that all-important game 5 as well. Picks and bans for me becomes so much more interesting. The fact that we've seen a Fiddlesticks jungle from Insect in a semi-final of the World Championship, and it worked for them. They won that game to move on to game point. Does he go for something crazy this time around? Because honestly, he got Kazakhs that game. Little to no impact.
You've got to go all out this game. Think of it. This is OMG and Royal Club, the classic matchup. Last year at Worlds, they got kicked out by Royal Club. Uzi, he's fighting to get back once again to the semifinals with a whole new squad of guys. You have to pull out all the stops here.
Absolutely. I mean, where do they go as well? Because OMG, while they did lose game 3, they were using the split push just like they did in game 4, and it was working. It was only the Fiddlesticks that unlocked them along with that Orianna. Do they have to switch back to the Orianna? Because it worked very well for Korn.
So they have to do, again, an early team fighting team, I think, for Royal Club. That's where their biggest strength lies. However, Now they need an answer for this cool split push because the early game has gone to cool split push over and over again.
What is that answer, Kobe? That's what I'm looking for.
Kill him. Corn's got a great Fizz. Fizz is great into TF. Where's the Fizz? I want to see it now from Corn because I want him to step up, and he can do it on Fizz.
That's a big ass pulling an assassin out when you've been sitting back comfy the whole way through. We're going to head over to Quickshot and the gang now over at the Analyst desk for a closer look at that 4th win.
Thank you very much, G-Man. And we are going to game 5. OMG dig deep. They've demonstrated some growth in their play. 2 games with fairly well executed split push at different times. Not consistently good throughout the entirety of the game.
But entertaining.
It was entertaining,
Yeah,
extremely entertaining. Let's talk about the game because OMG, they got a lead, they held on that lead, and Royal Club didn't get opportunities to come back into their game. Freak, maybe care to chime in on that.
This was really good, and to me, I want to talk about the fact that Cool played really well. We saw the tweet from Peke, but I think it plays out differently, where as long as you don't, it's like the inverse of going to the source of the global, you go away from the Zillion. You teleport away from the Zillion, and you do something else on the other side of the matchup. We saw that repeatedly, getting picks, Zillion's trying to get there, can't get there in time, can't save the teammate. He's anti-pick, but you're picking away from Zillion.
Yeah, I think the biggest story of this game was how ineffective Zillion was. Like I said before, I feel like Zillion's not that great, especially showing at this Worlds just a lot of missed ultis, kind of too early ultis, and TF just splitting everyone up and making those picks happen for OMG. That's the reason why they got that early game lead.
Yeah, just to add on to that, Zillion in the mid lane is currently 4-3 at Worlds this year. Zillion as support is 2-4. Crepper, you actually said you don't think Royal Club is a Zillion team. They haven't shown much proficiency with the champion.
Well, I just think any game where Zillion performs poorly, I don't want to blame the champion rather than just the execution. I mean, we saw this game. You're not getting the value out of Zillion, right? What does Zillion provide? Like the mobility, instant lane push, you can roam, you can revive targets when they're just about to die, but all we saw Corn do is like 75% ultis, there was no synergy. What Zillion allows you to do is play beyond the normal boundaries of a fight. You'll have somebody going absolutely crazy and the other team will be like, what is he doing? Oh yeah, he's backed up by a Zillion ulti. But we don't see these. We see these like reserve plays and then panic ultis, and it's just not coming together.
Exactly. I love Colo's Dr. Mundo. You saw it work out. Team fight team, they got picked apart by OMG.
So we have 2 replays that I want to pull up. The first one is for you, Kobe. It's especially for you. We prepared this one. It is the play you were looking to see. Let's get that up on your screen. Crepo, talk me through the start of this one because this was a fantastic play. Roll the clip out.
Yeah, so we see Insik in the jungle, and then we see why Cloud is so good. Hook proc, and then he holds the flay, and in his mind he's like, where's he going? Okay, waits for it, flay, and then double pink wards coming down here. So OMG has the right ID, flash into the gold card. So they're doing everything right here. Cloud has the presence of mind to lantern backwards to get his teammate in. Koa's dropping low, so good execution so far from OMG.
Yeah, OMG, they did try to siege up this tower. Monte Cristo, maybe talk me through the rest of this replay as Royal Club tried to re-engage.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to back out right now as the tidal wave comes in. They dodge most of the calling hook right onto Zero right there. Box, just in case, there's the Zillion ult coming up, and he's going to try and flash out of this and get away, but there's going to be a really good TF ult as they turn the corner right here. Just going to lock Zero down.
What I like about Ghost TF, he actually got no range because of that.
Yeah, really, I love Flash Ghost TF as well, and here we go, coming in.
Zillion's just a really great answer to, TF's a really great answer to Zillion, but before I go into that, Loveling with this sweet
here
view,
it is.
the Leaf Syndrome ult.
God, the mechanics.
I think right here, Loveling should have gotten the Penta.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Well, Kobe got his moment. Let's get the second replay up onto the screen. Freak, you were quite excited about this mid lane play, so take it away.
Right, so once again, it is the prime example of what Cool did in this matchup of TF versus Zillion. Look at the minimap. That is TF and Zillion, bottom lane. His team engages the 4v4 with their gold lead, so there is no Zillion ult to Dr. Mundo. Roll the clip out. It's very beautiful from OMG. They do everything right here. Standard siege stuff, TF getting the turret down, and then it's just an amazing hook. Cloud's Thresh is ridiculous. Even the Lee Sin Q lands, so he can jump in if he wants to. It's actually good. They kind of pull Cola in. But again, they're kind of engaging without their mid laner here. They know TF can come in, so Swordheart Royal Club are like fighting against the wrong type of team. Again, another amazing hook from Cloud. He maxes that hook first, maxes his Lantern second, allowing him to tank things up more. And because there's no revive, suddenly, you don't have the same way of doing it. And then look, he still shows up before Corn does. By the way, killed the turret while that was happening. And then it's just beautiful.
Very well executed. I want to ask Monte Cristo about something you were discussing along with Freak off air and actually tweeted about it. Item builds this time around to deal with the Mundo.
I want Freak
Both
to take
of you
this
guys
one
are happy.
first, I think.
Yeah, I believe after game 2, I was like, you know, he could really use Infinity Edge second and Berserker's Greaves, and San learned his lesson, I am proud to say. So good job, young one.
A mole from the audience went back and told them in the ready room. But yeah, that was it was a big change. And I also really liked the earlier Lich Bane in that game. It just gives you so much more pressure on the map, and you don't really need an earlier Deathcap or Void Staff. So
I'm going to need to borrow some credibility from Freak because I keep pointing out the Mikhails. They're against TF, they're against a Thresh, and we see Frost Queens, Ruby Sidestone.
Yeah.
Where's the Mikhails? I mean, the item does provide a cleanse, guys.
You have to
With
rank
how many
4.
hooks he was landing, and
Yeah.
Mikhails would have saved so many champions that game.
Yup.
So, double lift. Starhorn Royal Club, you put your faith in them at the beginning of the day. Their backs are against the wall. What have they done right or wrong over the course of the last 4 games that you
They don't
may
seem
be
to
surprised?
understand picks and bans very well. I think it's really strange that they gave up Thresh, which is, I mean, what's his face? Cloud can only really play Janna and Thresh, in my opinion. And it's really strange that they picked Nami into it. I think Nami's an awful matchup into Thresh, not only in lane, but outside of lane. She has no way of stopping somebody from getting hooked. So I think like a Braum or a
Mikhails.
Morgana is way better. Mikhails. I think I've heard
Everyone can
Grubbo
buy that
cry about
item.
Mikhails, and not cry about it. You're justified in saying it. These supports need to buy Mikhails so much earlier, but they're not doing it. They're rushing Frost Queen's lame.
Yeah, and I think as well, to add on top, that was amazing by the way, but to add on top of that for Starhorn Royal Club, if they just pick a little bit more late game, don't go over aggressive like they did in game 1, but pick the late game. OMG has the second longest average game time of the actual playoffs, as well as like the second or first longest game time from the group stage as well. They do not close games well, so Starhorn Royal Club can use that to simply say, it's going to be late game regardless. It's going to be a 40-minute game anyway. Let's pick champions like Fiddle, who are going to like scale into carrying team fights.
All right, well, we are going to be jumping into Game 5 in just a moment or two. So let's jump to a short break. And when we return, it comes down to one make-or-break game between Starhorn Royal Club and OMG. Who will head to the finals? Find out when we come back.
And the rest of Starhorn, they have to get away with it. Oh, they got it. He's got it. Oh, he turns it around. Uzi just about gets away. King from Dublin. Pounces in there. Starhorn rolls them, they drop it.
Bombs galore, and Cloud surely will drop as well. They try and turn it around on Insect. They don't get it.
my God.
They get another down. Gets knocked away. There is the wave coming through the back as well. Oh, but the wild cards rip them down.